Hello everyone. Today we're going to create a decorative sunflower painting like this one here. We're going to use this one as a guide. This painting will be perfect if you have orange, beige, light brown room or furniture that matches those colors. Yet it is a very simple painting as I'm going to show you. In this case I'm going to be using a 9-inch by 12-inch canvas. However, you don't have to use this size once you learn how to do it. I mean, you can create as big a painting as you want, depending on the wall. Now, the other thing is, you have to remember about negative space. The negative space will be all the white area. If you think, because this is your first start or you're a beginner, and you think that you're going to forget about this space here, what I can recommend is that you use masking tape. Now the best tape for that, it's not the regular masking tape, what I recommend so it does not stick, is the blue masking tape, like this one here. We're going to start with the one on the right. And the right sunflower is going to be looking out that way. The other sunflower is going to be looking to the left. And the one in the center is going to be looking straight at you. So let's go ahead and get started. To be safe, just get some masking tape. Put that masking tape. So we're going to go ahead and start with the yellow, with the petals. Now the way you do the petals, and I'll show you, we're going to do the one on the right. I want to use this as a guide. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to have the first one looking out that way on top. So I'm going to do the first one that I wanted to be there. You squeeze up. Okay, let me show you again. With the point of the brush, you point it, you squeeze, and then you lift. With all the petals are going to meet right over here. So let's do that. Let's keep adding them. Maybe I'll put one right here so I don't forget what I'm supposed to be doing. And that petal there. Now I don't want these petals to be too big here because they're supposed to be in the back. Now you can do with the same paint, you can do at least two. And you pick up some more paint and you just keep doing this. Okay, you don't have to worry about going there. I just did it on purpose so it shows that it goes out a little bit, but no, I want to stay in. So let's behave and let's keep it in. This is too open, that negative space too wide, so I'm going to go ahead and add another one. Now we have the beginning of a sunflower. See, the other one's also a little bit on the back and it's going to be a little smaller. I'm going to put it right about here. This will be the center, right around there. I'm going to go, well, let me move over here a little bit. And you go ahead, squeeze, not too big. And there you go. The next one, I might just put it a little bit at an angle. Lift, and there you go. And the same again. Here, lift. You can do two, lift. Okay. Now it comes easy to me because I have a lot of practice, but you just keep practicing and you'll get better and better at doing this, creating these petals. Alright, I want another petal here. Another petal here, lift. Remember, point here, squeeze, and then you lift. Now let's complete this one. And I'm going to go ahead here, lift here so that it ends right here. Yeah, and let this one be a little longer. And there we have two. Now I'm going to have one, the big one in the center. Go ahead and add a little more yellow. Alright, then remember this one we're going to do it in a circular fashion, so we're going to go ahead and start right around here. This is a bigger one. Add another one here. Okay, we go here. Some are a little longer than others, but again, we'd stay in the center. Keep the center. Since we're going to do a circle, we can go ahead and make this one maybe a little longer. A little longer. Keep going around circles. Okay. That negative space here, that V. I don't want it to be that. Let me add another one. Okay, here I'm going to do it from here. Squeeze and lift. Squeeze and lift. Point, squeeze, and lift. Now that one went over, that's okay. Alright, again, I don't want that V to be so open there, so I'm going to go ahead and squeeze. And we got another one there. And over here's too wide. I'm going to go ahead and let it go over this one. There we go. That's the beginning of what we're working with. The next thing that we're going to do, we don't have to wait for that to dry. We can go ahead with the same brush, same 1-inch angle brush. We're going to go ahead and put in the center a pretty big round circle. I'm going to start right here and just go around the way I'm going. Just do what I'm doing. You twist that brush and you end up in a circle. Now that shows that this is a little shorter here, so I can clean the brush and maybe make those in the bottom a little longer. All I got to do is start here, squeeze, and out. Squeeze, out. Now notice a lot of opening there. I don't want to let open, so I'm going to go ahead and add another one here. Another one here. And guess what? I need another one here. Too short here, so I'm going to let it cover some of that. Here they're touching a little more than I expected, but that's okay. That's right, it's a different painting. Now for the angle here, again it's going to have a big one, but it's only going to be looking in that direction. So we just go ahead and do that much. Over here, it's going to be looking in the opposite direction. So we're going to go ahead and put it, let's see. Oh no, I actually made a boo-boo. I'm having both of them looking in that direction. So go ahead, I have to go then do it the same way. That's okay. I could have done it the other way, having the petals looking in this direction. You know, there's too much emptiness here, so I'm going to go ahead and let it look in there. Let it look forward. Why not? It'll be a different painting. But you get the gist of how this works. So go ahead and let's go ahead and do it. There we go. Lift. Go here. Squeeze in the middle. Let it go. Here. Twist. Sometimes without you realizing, you end up with a different kind of painting, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as you follow the procedure. And since it's now looking forward, like the other one, I have to go back, put some brown, and finish this. So just go ahead. Just make it a little smaller, and there we go. Two looking forward and one looking to the side. You know what? That's going to work. Now, while that's still wet, I'm going to go ahead and take a liner like this one. I'm going to use green, but first I'm going to make sure that the liner is wet, put it in the water, and soften that green so it'll be smooth sailing when I put the petals. Now this petal here, I have to decide where it's coming from. Okay. Let's see, maybe, does it come from here? You know what, I'm going to let it come from here. That's one. Let me stop that from running. Alright, now this one, it seems like it might be coming. I have to decide, where do I want it to come from? I think it's going to come from, I'm going to let it come from here. And then it shows up over here. And on we go. Okay, that takes care of two of them, but we still have the one that's looking in that direction, so we're going to go ahead and add it. It's going to be right in the center. Run this way, carefully not to touch the yellow because the yellow is transparent. Let it go down, and it's going to meet somewhere on here, and voila, there we go. Okay, is there anything else I can do? Sure. I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of that white, a little bit of brown, and create a lighter brown, very light brown, and put the freckles that it has. So we got freckles, very softly, don't want to do it too hard. If you want, you use even a thinner liner to add the freckles. I call them freckles, I don't know what else to call them. Go ahead. And let it come alive. Now I'm sure with practice you'll probably make some even prettier than what I've done so far. I've done a few, so I'll show them to you at the end. We got the freckles there. And I'm going to put a couple of freckles in the middle. Alright, I'm going to have to do the same with the one over here. Put freckles. Careful. And I'm going to have freckles over here in the center. Alright. This one's looking straightforward, so I got to put, careful like I did with the one in the center. Put freckles. I need a little more white. Let those freckles stand out a little bit. There we go. Let's put some more freckles on the other side. I softly put in the paint with a pointer here. Now remember, I'm not trying to make it realistic. I want it to be something pretty that will show up nicely wherever you place this painting. It also makes doing something like this, it's also a nice gift for someone that you care for, and the colors happen to be perfect for their situation. Now this was going to have some petals looking in that direction. This one is a lot easier. But while I'm still here, I have that brown still available. It's easy because of this. I put too much in this, too soft here, but I'm going to go ahead and put it, and take advantage of that. Okay, put it here. Take some of that paint here and borrow it, and put some here. Some here, some a little bit here, some over here, some over here. There we go, softly. to stuff that one there. If not, I'll just fix it later, but it looks looking good. Now over here, I'm going to do the same. Okay, something there. This is a nice one to do. This one here, softly, not too long. Just a very short. You don't want it to be long now. Short. Go do the same on this side. Okay, another one. Here, there, over there. Pull some of that brown, put it here softly. Take some of it, the one that's leaking here. Put it here, here, okay, here. Okay, that's cool. All right. Now, while that's happening, and I don't want that tape to stay there too long, carefully remove the tape. And you see you have that negative space there nicely. See how easy this blue tape comes off? That's what you want. Here you might want to, in the bottom, again let me wet the brush, use the liner, and in the bottom you may want to extend it a little bit. Extend it there. There we go. Now while we're waiting for that to dry, I can go ahead and put some of the leaves. And guess what? I'm going back to that brush that I was using before, that half-inch brush. I'm going to go ahead and clean it, put it in the water, dry it really well, and start putting some leaves. Green leaves. Okay. Now here I don't add water to it, just the paint, spray paint, because I don't want it running. Okay, this is a good spot to put one. I'll put a small one. Let this one at that point go, and just make this one like it's just standing to the side. One. This one has one here. Maybe I'll add another one. Let's see. This would be long one. And I'm not too worried if the frame covers that one, only partially. And again, because it's not supposed to be that realistic, I just put whatever I think is going to make it look good. I don't want to have leaves that are just going to create a mess here. We don't want a mess. So maybe here, I'm trying to figure out, not too much room really, so maybe I'll just add one here. Sideways. Okay, having done all that, I'm going to take a break for a half hour, come back in a half hour, and take the next step. We're not finished yet, but it's almost there. It won't be long. Time for that break. Okay, I am back to finish this product, but you'll see why it's going to take a little longer than I suspected. Now, yellow is transparent, so if I were to put yellow leaves on top of those, the petals on top of that, it's not going to work. So I have to apply white first, but I want some of that brown to show. So I'm going to start right around here and then squeeze, and we have to apply the white. Have too much white, at least not that way. Then still allowing some of that brown to show. Maybe I'll run one here. I'll probably have one here. Okay. I want another petal over here. Again, I'm trying to keep some of that brown showing, and I think that makes it more interesting. Okay, that one is too much ink there. And now I'm going to add another one over here. Let some of that brown still show. Let me increase it a little bit. Let's squeeze it a little harder. All right, that looks pretty good. Just looking in that direction. Now, you may want to use a smaller brush just to kind of work the second time around. That's probably what I'm going to do, because now that one is looking in that direction. And since it's looking in that direction, while I wait for that white to dry, which will be another time to stop, let it dry, and then after it dries, either apply a little more white or apply the yellow on top of that white. So while we wait for that, we do have this one sitting sideways, so therefore it's going to have an angle here. So you can see some of the back of this here, and it does kind of have little points here like that. Okay, seems to goes here, here, and up to here. Now you begin to see that that one is looking sideways. I'm going to let that dry, the white dry, come back, and with a smaller brush, I'll put some more white after that dries, and then apply the yellow. So we'll wait another 15-20 minutes before I do that. Okay, now I'm going to make sure that white is nice and thick with a smaller brush. It's a smaller, it's a liner, but it's a thicker liner. But you can use any small. But you can go ahead and make sure that that white is there. Notice that these are shorter petals. Alright? These petals will become yellow, but not yet. Not yet. Gotta wait on that. Just want to make sure that that white is applied and that it's not transparent. Because once I put the yellow, it's going to look really pretty. Maybe no, I don't want to do that because then it'll cover the brown. I want to leave some of that brown. One go a little longer. There we go. And it's ready. I'm going to let it dry and put the yellow. Okay. Now that the white is fairly dry over here, I'm going to go ahead and add yellow on top of that white. And now you should be able to see those flowers, those petals over here. Another one. And again, I'm using a different brush, a thicker liner. Make sure that I get that. We got this one here. I got two more petals. What I have to do is another petal. Now you see that the yellow is not transparent. It's a little lighter. And that's okay, because we want to be able to see them. And then there's another one here. Let's see if I can see it, white. Alright, cool. Now, what I'm going to do with the regular liner, just to so we can make sure that they stand out a little bit, is to add a little bit of that brown, but a little lighter, to create a shadow. So we have like a shadow here. Okay, and then we have a shadow over here, a little shadow here, and a shadow over here. I see a shadow here, just a little bit. That's not hurt, I heard it. I think we need a shadow over here to show this one out. This one a little over here. There we go. And to me, that's pretty much a finished product. I just got to add a little more yellow. Another little brush. A little more yellow. I think I see some white. And we can consider that a finished product. Now I do have a mat here, just to give you an idea how it's going to look. You can have a different color mat, of course. It doesn't have to be white, but I only happen to have a white. You can see how pretty once you put a frame iron or mat. And that looks very pretty and perfect. Notice the white, the flowers are right in the middle. And this is an 8 by 10. So you can use an 8 by 10 frame, even though this is a 9 by 12 with a mat like that. Or you can use an 8 by 10 without a mat. Now I don't have, but you can try it. You can see how beautiful that's going to look on a wall. So I hope you enjoyed doing this. I did. Here's some of the others that I have done. I'm going to take this one, put it on the side. And you can see some of the others that I have done. You can see you can put different angles. Here's one where these are looking to the left. This one's looking to the left, that one's looking to the right, and the one in the middle is looking straight ahead. And this one here has one looking up, one looking to the left, and the big one in the center. And another one here. This one you have both looking to the left and to the right, and the one kind of at an angle, but almost to the center. So you have fun trying different things. The other thing you can do is create maybe a beige background or an orange background and see how it comes out. I think it'll look pretty. So it's fun to try different things with this particular sunflower. Well, till next time, and thank you for joining me.